Welcome back everyone, this is GTA Failer. The subject of this walking tour video is the neighborhood of Aspatria. Reading from the wiki, Aspatria is the location of the Liberty City Memorial Stadium, some shops and buildings, and a scenic path along the shoreline. It's also home to Phil's Army Surplus. Okay, so let's take a look at the boundary here. I'm pretty much standing at the southeast corner of Aspatria, so if I walk a little bit forward, I'm in Liberty Campus, and a little bit left, I'm in Aspatria. And so everything north of me in the direction I'm looking here is Aspatria, and everything west of me is Aspatria, and everything in between north and west is Aspatria. So let's start our tour. So we've got, looks like lots of apartment buildings here, and we'll continue, let's continue around this block right here. Some more apartment buildings here, a really massive apartment building structure. I wonder what the interior of this structure is, right? Because apartment buildings generally have windows, and it looks like there's a whole massive amount of space inside. Oh, that's what's inside. I forgot about this, right? So this is an area that is won't open for me. It's possible to hop over the gate there, but let me come back with a relevant vehicle. Okay, so here I am in a cartel cruiser. We saw that this gate didn't open for me when I was on foot, but if you happen to be in a cartel cruiser, it will open right up for you. This is an area that's used for one particular mission. I forget the name of it, but you got to take out a bunch of cartel members and then rescue an old Oriental gentleman and bring him back to Donald Love. There's a hidden package in this area and not much else. Like each of these garages is accessible during that one mission. There's at least one Colombian cartel here during that mission, but not any other time. Okay, and again, you need to have, oh, I guess you can be on foot. Yeah, that's good, so you don't get like trapped in there. Because like I said, it is possible to get in without a cartel cruiser if you hop the fence using a large vehicle. Okay, let's continue heading west. We'll tackle the stadium after we take a quick look at this parking area. So here on the left, we got some fixed vehicles. The Bobcat is always spawning here. The Idaho always spawns here. I still don't know if this is a Yankee or a Mule. I should probably learn. Mules always spawn here, and there was one more, Blista. Oh, two more, and the Stallion. So those are all fixed spawns that always happen here in this parking area. We will head, oh, I'm running into a wall. We'll head over to the far west of Aspatria, and we get this very nice kind of walking path here. Goes all the way to the water, but down there is, oh goodness, pain. I don't know why I didn't learn my lesson. I fell off of that ledge on one of the previous videos and died. Okay, so we got a nice pier here, but as far as I know, never any boats spawning at this pier. And we'll keep on trucking as Aspatria goes all the way around. And yeah, quite pretty. Here's the end of a path. Somewhere up here, I found a nice spot to do a mega jump to get over to Shoreside Vale. Am I missing something? I am missing something. How do I get down there? Ah, here's the stairs. Okay, so a couple more piers down here. Very nice. I remember trying and failing to use the mega jump here to get over to Aspatria. I kept falling in the water. Okay, and I think that's it for these piers. And let's head on back up and continue tooling around this very pretty area of Aspatria. I don't see any apartments nearby, but this is quite nice. Got all these folks out for a nice evening stroll. The weather is perfect. All right, and then we'll keep on going. So this is right around the area where I figured out you could do a mega jump. I think I kind of headed in this general direction and landed over there near the park in Shoreside Vale. Okay, so this just continues. I'm not going to go all the way around it, but yeah, look out. What is this here? Oh, more path. I don't think I've ever been down here. Where does this go? We are explorers here, gang. This is taking me like all the way back south, but it has to end somewhere, right? Or is this just a continuation? Oh, we could have just been on this path the whole time. I see. Okay, pretty cool. And I guess I do feel kind of obligated to take this path as far as it goes. It's the true 100% plus series. And after we, let's see, so that's just where we came down, right? And so after we end this path, oh, it looks like it gets very close to Phil's place. All right, so it says Staunton Island. I think that means that I'm kind of like on the border, like it hasn't defined the border or something over there, like which neighborhood that's in. But oh, now we're in Rockford. Okay, all right. So when I read that Phil's place was in Staunton, or sorry, in Aspatria, it's not true. It's in Rockford. Okay, so we'll tackle that in the next video, the final Staunton video. Okay, so here is the stadium. A bunch of Rockstar billboards. There's a hidden package there. There's a racing mission. Which one is it called? Bling Bling Scramble, which starts right around here. You have to collect the most checkpoints against 3 other racers. Over this way somewhere is I think it's a Bribe Star, some kind of pickup. And it's behind one of these sets of billboards coming up. There it is. Okay, so Bribe Star here, and now we'll head up into the stadium proper. One thing I read on the wiki is that like in this area here, this main road, it says that like large vehicles like buses and garbage trucks, trash masters spawn like 1 in every 4 vehicles. I knew they do spawn frequently here, but I wouldn't have put like a numerical thing on it. But yeah, lots of trucks spawning over in this area of the map. Another Rockstar billboard. And we can come right up here and walk all the way to the end. Sadly, you can't get into the stadium from here. Oh, hidden package, 1 of 100. And then the end over here. It is possible to get into the stadium, and I'll do that in some future video, or maybe I've done it in some past video. If you fly in there, you can take the dodo in there. And one thing that I was confused about is that I read on the wiki that it's a soccer team that plays in here. Like I assumed the Liberty City Cox was the football team of the college here to my right. But the game contends it's a soccer team, what the rest of the world calls football, which is confusing to me because I would swear that when I was in there with my dodo, there were goalposts on the end, like where you kick the field goal through. So I don't know, it's sort of confusing. But let's read a tiny bit about this stadium and the Liberty City Cox that play inside. Okay, there it is. Oh, what does that sign say? Goodness, that's blurry. Why is it so blurry? I see 1923 Liberty Memorial Coliseum, 1923. Okay, so reading from the wiki. From the GTA 3 website first, with the loss of virtually all of our major sports franchises and the rise in suburban living, Liberty City has become a soccer town. What? Liberty Memorial Coliseum, also known as Busch Stadium on the official GTA 3 website, is a multi-purpose stadium appearing in GTA 3 and LCS and Advance. According to the Gates, it was opened in 1923. The stadium is assumed to be multi-purpose as it hosts football and soccer. It appears to have a running track. The bleachers of the stadium have the name of the city's football team, the Liberty City Cox. Okay, good, right. So the Liberty City Cox is football, but some other team playing in here is soccer. The stadium appears to be based on the first Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, which opened in the same year as this stadium, 1923. Its location could also be based on the former Polo Grounds Stadium, which was located in Upper Manhattan. Its main entrance is similar to that of the LA Coliseum, while its shape most closely resembles Harvard Stadium in Massachusetts, and the interior resembles Giants Stadium, which formerly stood in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I don't know why it says formerly. That's still where the Giants play. Maybe the name is not called Giant Stadium anymore. Probably some commercial entity. Okay, GTA 3's website quote about the stadium is a reference to Major League Soccer's former strategy of marketing towards suburbanites and families, with soccer stadiums often being built in suburban areas outside major cities during the 2000s. Okay, so let's read now about the Liberty City Cox. It's a soccer team. What is happening here? The wiki's not even consistent about whether it's soccer or football. Like I see a logo here that says Liberty Cox, and then there's like a big chicken in the middle of it and a soccer ball. In GTA 3, this team seems to play at Liberty Memorial Coliseum. And then, what else does it say? Many Cox fans can be seen walking around Busch Stadium, and some can even be heard asking others if they're a fan of the Liberty City Beavers, who are the fierce rivals of the Liberty City Cox. There's references to San Andreas and GTA Advance. It says, oddly, despite the fact that the team crest and rivalry with the Beavers and an article from Liberty Tree all show that they're a soccer team, the field inside suggests that they play American football. This may be an oversight by Rockstar. However, it is possible that the Cox also field a football team, somewhat akin to the New York Giants, who shared an association with the Major League Baseball New York Giants. Additionally, there was an American football team called the New York Yankees in the 1940s, who were owned by Dan Topping, a former part owner of Major League Baseball's New York Yankees. Alrighty, so quite confusing, but every time I said go Cox, I thought I was cheering for the local football team, not soccer. I'm an American, I don't care about soccer. Another one of Rockstar's crude humorous jokes, the word cock can mean a rooster, or more likely something else. We'll let you fill in the blank. The team is likely based on the New York Cosmos. That's a professional soccer team or former professional soccer team, as the logo for the Cox is similar to that of the Cosmos. Additionally, the logo for the Cox contains 14 stars. In real life, stars on a team's crest would signify the number of championships a team has won. This would imply that Cox are quite successful, possibly explaining their popularity in Liberty City. Carl from GTA 3 is a notable Cox fan. Who's Carl? Is he the Marty Chonks guy? Yeah. Right, so Carl from the final Marty Chonks mission. Michael Hunt, the DJ of Head Radio, is a noted fan of both the Cox and its rival, the Beavers. The stadium name, Bush Stadium, can mean a plant, like a bush, or something else. Could also be a reference to the Bush family, like the American president's Bush family. Okay, and I think that might be about it. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else in Aspatria to take a look at. Okay, so we're back in a dodo. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this stadium here, but I figured just to be complete, we'll take a quick look at the stadium, and there isn't anything really else of note in Aspatria, so we'll end up here. So you can see that we're kind of like under the ground, but kind of above ground. Is weird. It's like it's got hit detection, but the hit detection is like 5 feet lower than the whatchamacallit, than the field here. And I think I just fell into blue hell. Well, that's too bad. But hopefully you got a chance to see the inside of the stadium a little bit. This is a long trip into blue hell. What is happening here? Yeah, look away if you're like prone to motion sickness. My goodness, I don't know what's going on here. I think I'm stuck, but I did fly for 16 seconds. So hopefully you saw in there the Go Cox, or the Cox logo or whatever on the seats, and then also that there were the field goal, the goalposts. And I think I'm about to pass away. So, oh, I'm back, and now I'm gone. Thank you so much for watching, and see you real soon.